Hi, this is Sam with Brick New, and we've put together a short video here on how to measure and get your fireplace ready for fireplace doors. This is a typical factory-built fireplace, also called a prefab or zero clearance fireplace, and we wanted to point out some of the key parts that you're going to want to identify on the fireplace. This is the manufacturer plate right here. And this can be in a number of different places. It can be on the side wall, it can be on this other upright over here. But on this plate, you will have the manufacturer of your fireplace along with the model number. A lot of times this will allow us to get an exact match and get the fireplace doors that you need for your fireplace. Up top, you'll see a track. Many fireplaces come with a track, and this track runs across the top, and if you have a track with the pins, sometimes we can actually get you the replacement glass as opposed to having to get a whole frame for your fireplace. Down on the bottom is what we call a curtain rail, and this is meant to hold back the mesh curtains and keep the ashes in your fireplace. This is not a track. Sometimes people confuse that. So I wanted to clarify up top here a little bit more about the tracks. This is a two-sided rail right here, or a two-channel rail, and in it is a pin. The pin is critical because that is where your glass will go, and it will go right into the hole that you see up top here. That's where the pin for the glass will go, and these two rails allow the glass to slide back and forth across your fireplace opening. If you have a track but you do not have the pin, then we're going to need to get you an entire frame for your door. As you're looking to measure your fireplace, we'll want to measure the width and height of your frame from metal to metal. And if your track has to come out, you'll want to measure from the top of your frame up top here. You'll see right above the track, the edge of the frame, down to the bottom down here. And if the track comes out, there's typically a couple of screws right in the track. You take those out and the track will come right out, allowing you to put your frame right there in the opening of your fireplace. This is an example of a fireplace we recently did where there's no plate showing a manufacturer, there's no tracks, there's no nothing. We simply built him a frame with a great set of doors in it, and he measured the opening side to side and top to bottom. We put a little breathing room in there and got him his doors, and it turned out great. This is an example of some things that you want to consider which could be a problem. On the side you'll see tile, which is very common around fireplaces. You're going to want to check to make sure that if you have tile or something coming up to the opening of your firebox, that it does not come into the opening and prevent the frame from going into the opening of your fireplace. This fireplace also has a piece of metal up top here. Typically this can come out. It will have a couple of screws that you can use to take that piece out. If not, you'll have to make plans to measure the frame to go under it. These are the type of things you're going to want to look for and consider. Down on the bottom here you'll see the bottom of the fireplace opening. And this is where the frame will sit, and this is where you'll measure and plan for it to go. This is an example right here of a finished fireplace with the fireplace doors installed. And you'll see that up top, the top part is the original fireplace frame, and down below is the factory built, or rather the factory frame that the fireplace doors come in. So this has a bronze glass too, which a lot of people ask about the different tints, and this is the finished product. So every year we help hundreds of homeowners save a lot of money by installing their fireplace doors themselves. It's a very simple project, requires a drill and a screwdriver, and it's something that typically almost every homeowner we talk to has absolutely no problem. We did want to show you a couple of things to consider and be on the lookout for. Please, if you have any questions, give us a call or visit our website. We would love to help you out and answer any questions you may have about fireplace doors.